Red Light Disco Show.
Conspiracy icebergs.
Top 10 weird music conspiracies.
Oh God, I love these. This is a lovely segment.
Number 10. Supertramp warned us about 9/11. Supertramp is an English rock band that started in London in 1970. Their 1979 album, Breakfast in America, had a cover that one listener claims predicted the terror attacks in New York on September 11, 2001. The album cover shows the perspective of an airplane window with the New York City Twin Towers in the background. Outside is a flight attendant holding orange juice. The plane theme, combined with New York City, is only the first connection of the 9/11 with Supertramp. Conspiracy theorists also claim that when the image is flipped, the U and P of the band's name spells out 9/11 above the Twin Towers. They also say the word breakfast predicts that
In
the
the
attack
morning.
would happen in the morning. Although coincidences are there, it doesn't seem likely that a British group knew Al Qaeda. That's it.
Okay.
That's kind of eerie.
It is pretty crazy. Number 9, Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain.
Oh, that's true for fucking
Yeah,
sure.
that happened.
Fuck. I don't think that's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, let's take it off the conspiracy theory
I
list
think
because
that's actually really true, actually. Or she provoked it or helped.
She had the most. Actually, some guy came out and said that she offered him a certain amount of money.
Yeah, I think she definitely has her hand.
She might have not have pulled the trigger, but she definitely Hillary engineered it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of things were just funny about the whole thing. That it was that he was at the peak. They both were all fucked up. So I mean, he could have just been so fucked up, and then she killed him.
Like, just real quick, going back to the Supertramp, like, what is that even supposed to be? Like, I know it's a breakfast scene, but like those shapes are
just
just.
touched the screen again. It went black.
Oh, sorry. What is that supposed to, like? What is that supposed to even be? Oh, because of newsletter. Like, so we have like a bunch of stuff in there. What is that even supposed to be?
New York City.
I know it's if you look in there closer, it's a breakfast scene. There's like breakfast accoutrements and shit. But what is those? What is these cube spheres supposed to be? I've never seen that at a breakfast table.
Maybe a cup.
I don't know. It's weird. Anyway,
What? What
Look
are you
at
talking about?
these cute. Like, so look at there's cups. There's cups here.
Maybe ice.
It just seems weird.
Maybe sugar for your cereal.
It's a cafe. They're in a
Yeah,
cafe.
Or maybe that's a coffee.
Those are called coffee cups and stuff, dude.
Yeah, that might be a coffee cup.
These square things.
No, the cup that
Yeah,
she's
there's
holding
a
might
thing
be
of eggs right there. There's
Yeah, dude. Those are the
There's
to-go
coffee
boxes,
cups
dude.
that are stacked on.
I totally understand that this is a breakfast thing, and this is. But it looks like New York in the city. Look at the ports. Look at the forks are like the.
It's supposed to look like
Right.
New York.
Okay,
That's it's
But I'm
Breakfast
saying,
in America.
But what does that? What are those things supposed to even be?
things on a breakfast table or things that you would make breakfast with.
Yeah, but what is that even like for breakfast? What is that even supposed to be?
What's really interesting is why is it backwards?
Well, this is retrospected out because
That
of
is,
the-
yeah, that's
So
forward.
they flipped the picture, dude?
Yeah, they flipped
It's
the picture.
crazy.
All right,
someone flipped the picture. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
number 8, Stevie Wonder isn't blind.
He might not be.
Well, Shaq proved that, right?
Yeah.
What?
You didn't hear that story about
No.
Shaq where
Yeah.
they met in the elevator.
Oh, I
and
did hear something about
He
this.
said, I forgot what exactly transpired, but
And he said something.
He
Shaq.
said like nice shirt or something.
like-
Nice. He said I'm like
hit number 6 for me or something, whatever. I don't know. He just did it, whatever. Yeah.
This is a lot of people said, but how blind is he? Maybe he's just vision impaired.
he's never really. I don't think it's ever really come out how blind he is it? You know.
So, with the Shaq story, Stevie didn't just turn around and hit the number 6. He put his finger there, and in every elevator for blind people, there's a braille.
Braille,
So
yeah.
he could touch the 6.
And I don't know if that's what happened.
And it's not like Stevie said, damn, man, those are cool shoes. See, that's a different story.
I think there's been stories where he actually compliments people, but then again, what if someone already told him that?
Okay, so you can be legally blind and still see a little bit. You can see shades and stuff like that.
And that's what Tim.
They have one of them too. Stevie Wonder caught a microphone that Paul McCartney accidentally knocked over on stage.
He probably saw it, and he was able to see the shadow and picked it up.
Yeah.
Come on. It's not like he's driving a truck.
I mean, there's different levels of blindness.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's where we don't know
the level of blindness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think for him, and that's not saying that it's bad or whatever, but if you think that he's more blind than not, I think you get more sympathy and more like, oh my, he's a like he gives him more clout, I guess. If that's
So if you ever watch interviews with Stevie Wonder, he's kind of sitting there and he's kind of laid back. He's not moving around much. But when he's on a stage or whatever, he's always moving his head around really fast.
He's
And I
got the
think it's
glasses,
because
right?
there's so many lights on him, he can't see any shades or anything. So he has no idea what's going on. So he's looking around to see if he can get a clue of what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my story right there, everybody.
Oh, I like that. Number 7, Rihanna is in the Illuminati. If you know anything about pop culture, you know about the symbolism, the hidden symbolism in music or in television. They have this gimmick. They have this gimmick, or there's always something going on where people are saying, "Oh, that person or this person is part of the Illuminati," and one person in particular always gets brought up because of her use in symbolism in her music videos and her songs. Is Rihanna. Does anybody know anything about this?
Yeah, I mean, it's just pop culture.
Do you think it's just people trying to? That's their
You know,
avenue or their
it's
gimmick?
pop culture. A lot of these stars get to a certain point and they watching all the other ones doing it, so they start doing it too. Taylor Swift does
Yeah, she
the
does
all
too.
seeing eye thing. Beyonce, they all the pop stars do it.
Ooh, Katy Perry had that Dark Horse video, and there was a lot of fucking Illuminati-ish occult.
So I
references.
don't think that they're like truly like in the Illuminati. They're not the secret keepers. They're not the keepers
It's
of the
just
keys.
publicity, something to have people.
Yeah, they're just pop stars jumping on that culture. I mean, I've even thought about doing some of those poses for my paranormal pictures and promos.
Yeah.
I bet you it will
Be
generate.
like, oh my
some-
god, he's totally part of the Illuminati. That's why he's always on TV hunting ghosts.
And that's another thing. Like, you start doing if you want to keys to that vehicle, it's starting shit, right?
And then
it's
they'll
making
find you.
people think.
You know, but the thing is the retrospect. If you start claiming that shit, then like that guy came up to you. Remember we talked about it.
But I wasn't claiming that shit. at
No,
the
I
time.
know. But I'm just saying. For example, say if you start doing that, then they're gonna come. Like there's repercussions for that shit. you
Like
know
the
what I mean?
real Illuminati will fuck your shit up.
Yeah. I'd rather not toy with shit like that. You know?
The Freemasons, they're gonna come for you.
Number 6, Jimi Hendrix's manager murdered him. So they have this guy in a 2009 book. This guy named James Wright explains that Hendrix's manager Michael Jeffrey murdered the guitarist. Wright claims that Jeffrey force-fed drugs to Hendrix so he can collect a $2 million life insurance policy. Well, because his manager was a policy holder, he was afraid because Jimi Hendrix was blowing up so big so fast that he was going to leave him for a different management company, which would probably have happened. So he did what he had to do to at least have something to take away from the experience.
So did he take away with it? Did he get the $2 million?
No, yeah, he got the $2 million.
So I'd say entirely plausible.
Well, how are you saying that he killed him?
Force-fed
Force-fed him drugs.
drugs.
Because he was with his girlfriend that night. Because they just got engaged that night, and so they went upstairs to be together.
Or maybe he poured him a bottle of champagne that was.
Maybe he forced-fed
spiked.
both of them. It's plausible, I think, but I mean, I don't think that's true.
You have to. I don't think so either, but I do think that it's possible for someone to get fucking force-fed drugs.
Yeah.
Well, they were partying.
I mean, right? People force-fed you drugs before, right?
They partied.
I know a guy who was really good friends with Jimi Hendrix and his girlfriend. He actually dated Jimi Hendrix's girlfriend after Jimmy died.
Fucking.
And he knows a lot of the insides. We're sitting on a tour bus and he was talking to me about some of that stuff. Because they were close.
Is this conspiracy have any validity?
I don't think so, because not the way that
Jimmy was just into
it's
drugs?
really John Roth, the original guitar player for the Scorpions.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good friends with Jimi Hendrix, and Jimi Hendrix's girlfriend used to write poetry. She's a famous writer, and Billy John Roth wrote the song with the Scorpions, "We Will Burn the Sky," and that was one of her songs that she wrote about Jimi Hendrix. So.
Well, number 5, Paul McCartney died in 1966.
We already went over that one today, didn't we?
We did, but it also appears on this list.
So remember the answers from the last time we did it.
Yeah.
Album cover of Abbey Road with the bare feet, saying that he is with Earth. He is not one of them. Also, they have the casket and the Sgt. Pepper's.
Yeah, that album has no hits on it. I hate that album.
Number 4, JayZ can travel back in time. I'm sure if you travel on the internet and you are looking and you're scrolling through, you are bound to see one of those before and after, or celebrities a long time ago. And you see a bunch of them. You see Nicolas Cage. You see
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
And one is JayZ.
It looks like he's back in like the 1920s or 30s. There's a couple shots of him.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks a lot like him, but no, it's not plausible at all.
JayZ. JayZ, of all people, he's got a time machine now.
Hell yeah, son. Bitches now we problems back in 2,000 years ago.
Do you think that if there was a celebrity that would use a time machine, do you think it would be him?
No.
I don't think so.
He would go to the future probably.
Yeah, I would think so.
No, maybe Nicolas Cage go get his career back.
Or his money.
Or
I read something.
Or his hair.
2 years ago or 3 years ago that he was broke.
Oh, yeah.
What did he do?
I don't know, but I did hear that too, that he was broke. He was literally have no money. And he was like borrowing money from people.
I mean, it explains all the movies that he does.
You should do a Comic-Con.
He has. He was Knight Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what has he done lately?
I don't know, Paul Abdul.
Ghost Rider?
Yeah, he was Ghost Rider.
Well, number 3.
That was a long time ago, dude.
The CIA assassinated Bob Marley. Bob Marley was a Jamaican music singer and songwriter, considered the pioneer of reggae. In 2018, stories started circulating on social media that a former agent of the Central Intelligence Agency, Bill Oxley, confessed he killed Marley. The deathbed confession claims that the CIA was responsible for infecting Marley with cancer viruses and bacteria. Since the release of Bob Marley documentary on Netflix indicates the CIA admitted to keeping tabs on Marley in the 70s, it made it easy for fans to believe the agency was behind his death. People have tried to debunk this theory. They found no Bill Oxley associated with the CIA. The photo used in the circulated story was also stock. This story may not be true, but Marley did pass away from brain cancer that started with an infection in his toe.
What was the purpose? Why? For what reason? Well, how was he a threat?
He knew too much, dude.
He was promoting peace and unity.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so they killed him like they did Jesus, or what?
War and everything is profitable for countries like the United States. So when you have somebody who's promoting peace and putting those fires out,
that's influential. That's very influential.
Allegedly. I want the CIA coming after me.
They literally
Allegedly.
Our government literally weaponizes their people, and if you don't see that, I think that's very fucking dangerous, and maybe reevaluate things that are going on around you. They have literally weaponized politics. Politics is completely weaponized at this moment. You cannot, for one side, if you're a Republican, you are being demonized as racist. You're being demonized as sexist and homophobic.
Anyphobics.
And if you're a libertarian, or not a libertarian, but if you're a liberal or a Democrat, you're labeled as a Karen, a whiny crybaby, who is crazy and psycho.
Extremist.
So they are literally, and our society glorifies that right now. So when you are, on a TikTok or Instagram and you're liking a post, it is only going to show you like posts like that. So everything you see you're going to think, oh, I'm right. But when you, and the same thing that's happening with the other side, it is total. We are in a total situation where they have weaponized their people.
It's a damn shame.
And they're using it to make money to run for office again. Like, days after the abortion thing, like the day of the abortion overturn of Roe versus Wade, I got a text message because I'm a registered Democrat. If I can help Joe Biden,
And you're all, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Count
Do I
me
send the
in.
training wheels?
Could I
Like-
at least send $15 the same day?
You should reply back. Yeah, I'll give him $15 for his dementia pills
I actually replied. I once scored 4 touchdowns in a single game.
for Poke High.
But it is an interesting situation. Number 2, Elvis is still alive. I don't believe that. I think I want to believe the story that they found fucking 4 months of shit in his colon. I love that story a lot more.
That's a horrible thing.
Yeah, why would you want that story?
Why would you want that story?
More
Bro,
colorful.
4 months of shit in your body? Or 3 months maybe? I don't know what exactly, 3 or 4 months.
I wouldn't.
But that is a lot of
I don't want
months.
to picture Elvis with 4 months of poop inside.
Yeah, I want to imagine the king as like when he was in his prime.
Like
rock and
Blue
roll.
Hawaii Elvis.
Totally.
Yeah.
Dude,
All
that's
cool,
not, that is
with
rock
all
and
the
roll.
chicks.
That is metal as fuck having
No.
4 months of fucking shit in your colon.
No, it's,
No, it's
not.
not.
It's metal as fuck. Yeah,
That's
it is.
Joe Biden as fuck.
Like,
That's
that
not
makes me
fun.
uncomfortable just thinking about
Yeah.
it. Kind of. I mean,
That's not fucking.
What do you think that looks like? Like when you open it up, is it dry? Is that why it's not coming out?
No, it's probably compacted and it's probably black like fucking coal.
it's like dark, wet clay.
Yeah.
There's no wet to it because that's probably what's holding it
No,
up.
I think it's wet. It's just
No,
clay, though.
You would hope it'd want to be, but
I've
if
actually
it was
I've
stuck-
actually had to help when I used to work at elderly home. I actually had to help dig out a compacted person, and it's not fun, and it's not damp, and it's like coal.
I would imagine it like frozen chocolate ice cream, but
No.
like not
No.
cold.
Not even
Like
close.
that's the consistency. That
Well, I was in the military one time with my friend
Just
Ron
once?
Bauer. Yeah, and he actually was compacted. I helped dig that bitch out.
Damn.
And what did it look like?
It was brown,
Dark.
but like flaky.
Yeah.
Remember?
No.
I saved your life.
Oh yeah, that time.
Then I dug your shit out.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Using all your fingers.
Fisty.
I fucking tongue that bitch.
Yeah,
Oh.
make it soft a little bit.
That is-
Some moisture on there.
Definitely did not believe in stool softeners.
They probably didn't have stool softeners back in those days.
And this one's the fucking most silliest one. They saved it for number 1. Gene Simmons has a cow's tongue in his mouth.
No,
That's retarded.
No,
I don't think he's too cheap to pay for that surgery.
it's not a surgery.
It's not a. I mean, you could, or you can. Some people actually have accidentally cut that, not cut, but like dislodge that little thing right here, and then. But it does. I mean, it doesn't make your tongue that much bigger. I mean, you could go to TikTok and Instagram, and you could type that in, and you'll see all kinds of people, especially women that have long tongues like that, and they all guys are like, "Oh, I can't believe it! Oh my god, let me jack off to it."
Is that on FetLife or something?
I don't even. Is that a thing? I don't even know if that's a thing.
I never
You know what
heard
I'm
of
more into? I'm more into the girls that actually cut their tongues in half,
it. Like fork 'em?
and they do the fork tongues. Oh, I've always wanted a girl with that. So
Get
I
like a
could
mouth hug from that.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Nah,
You wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to get a mouth hug from a girl with a fork tongue.
I don't give a shit.
Susan,
I mean,
cut your tongue in half.
I don't. I've fucking got blowjobs from multiple people before.
Sure,
People? So like guys too?
No,
Pat,
Oh,
only
okay.
females.
Birthing people.
Only.
a biological female.
Yes,
Okay,
100%.
You're super straight.
I am.
straight.
I'm fucking dude. Black and orange all day.